Welcome to our channel. In this session, we will discuss CSS margins concept. Why these margins are useful? What are the different properties for setting the margin with different values? Okay, mainly CSS margin properties are used to create a space around the element. For example, one element is created to provide space around the element. Around the element in the sense, all four sides of the element outside of any defined border. Meaning is, in my system, I already created one border. Outside of this border, we can create some space also. Okay, what are the different properties? We can set the margin at the top, right, bottom, and left. These are the four properties for setting the margin on different sides. Instead of all these, you can use a shorthand notation also, that is margin. Now, finally clear? Margin is the property to set the margin for an element. If you know the property, what are the possible values? By default, the first value is auto. What is mean by auto? Auto in the sense the browser automatically calculates the margin. Based on your viewport, the browser automatically calculates the space around the element. The next one, length. Here the user specify the length of the margin in terms of different measurements, either picas, points, inches, centimeters. We know different types of measurements. Now, we can specify the margin in terms of percentage also. And finally, we can specify the margin by inheriting from the parent element. Inherited from the parent element. For understanding all this, I will consider one example. Go to one example here. First, I am moving to here, style tag. Why in CSS? Everything is written in style tag. Take one div attribute, sorry, one div tag. So what happened? You know that one. Whatever the properties written here, all those are applied to div. Here, to check the margin property, first I created one border. Why? Because of this border only, we can understand the margins clearly. So the width of the border is given. Now, what is the style of the border? You can give any name, style of the border. For example, color of the border, right? Border is created. And before checking this one, margin, directly within the div tag, I am writing welcome to CSS. Till now, I am not using any margin concept, and copy the path, right? Go to browser. Now observe, one border is created. Within this one, the message is welcome to CSS. Okay, right. Now apply different margins. First one, margin top. Suppose I given margin top some 50 pixel. I given margin top some 50 pixel. Save and check this one. Observe the above gap outside of the border. I think you got it. Anyway, check margin left. Just for understanding, I given some 30 pixel. This is the previous one. Now refresh. Observe the left to side 30 pixel gap is there. Left to side 30 pixel gap is there. Now like this, I will apply margin bottom. Suppose 30 pixel, and finally margin right, some 50 pixel. Clear? Clear? So this is margin property. We can set the margin in different ways. And exactly at the same time, instead of using four terms, you can use a single one also. What I am doing, instead of all these, I am using the shorthand notation. Remove all these. What is the shorthand notation? Margin colon. If you are given four values, suppose 30 pixel space some 50 pixel space, some 60 pixel saves, some 70 pixel. I think you know that one. If you are given four values, the first one is top margin, 50 is right margin, 60 is bottom margin, 70 is left margin in clockwise direction. In clockwise direction. See, the margin is applied or not? The four sides. And exactly. Now, if I remove this one, what is the meaning of this one? The first one is, if I have only three values, the first one is, that is 30 pixel is top of the margin, and the last one is bottom of the margin. Left and right are 50 pixel. Now, change. Observe, changed or not? If you given only two values means, only two values means 30 is top and bottom, 50 is left and right. Refresh, observe. And finally, if you given only one value means, all the four sides it takes the same value. All the four sides it takes the same value. See, changed. Now clear? Now I am moving to the slide. Observe what we discussed. Like this, we can set the margin. If you have four properties in what direction? Top, right, bottom, and left in the clockwise direction. Now, if you have only three values, top, bottom, middle one, left and right. Two values. These are top and bottom, left and right. One means all the four margins. All the four margins. Like this, you can given. Now, we can set the margin property in auto also. We can set the margin property auto. What is that one? Auto. It automatically takes the element sizes. Now refresh. See, according to the width of the given element, according to the width of the given element, with browser automatically space. Suppose here what I am doing, instead of only this, I will provide some width also, with some 200 pixel. Now refresh. Observe, based on my width, my margin is also changed. Based on my width, my margin is also changed. Clear? This is the value of auto. Now here you can give, previously I given pixel. Suppose instead of pixel and last two, I am not given any width, remove. For example, 60 percentage, you can give the percentage also. See, this is 60 percentage. According to the 60 percentage. Now, length in pixels is completed, auto is completed, percentage is completed. One more is there. Inherit. What is mean by inherit? Inherit from the parent. So, what is the inheritance from the parent? For example, just for understanding, margin top colon some 60 pixel. Take any example. I am given margin top. For which element? For element div. For element div. Now, I am taking one more element. Within this one, what I am doing? Border colon, some 1 pixel dashed and give some green color. You can give any color. Margin top inherit. Now you got the meaning. Now this margin top inherit means it gets the properties from their parent. Automatically it is also 60 pixel. For the P also 60 pixel. Anyway, for understanding, I will write down one more div. Within this one, P class is equal to Sam. Welcome to Java /P. P within the div tag. What I am writing? P some class is equal to Sam. Welcome to Java. Save. Refresh. Now observe, whatever the property we are given, Exactly, the space is same. That is called inherited. That is called inherited. Now clear the concept of margin. What we covered under margin? We margin have these properties, and along with these properties, we can perform inheritance operation also. Anyway, remember to create space around the elements. Right? That is the end of margin. Thank you.